Implications of what has happened in Maharashtra are not only restricted to the state of Maharashtra, which goes to poll next year, end of next year, but very, very importantly, the first repercussions would be seen in the BMC polls and then, of course, the Lok Sabha polls of the country. 48 seats of Lok Sabha in Maharashtra. Joining me to discuss this, Professor Jyoti Wagmare, spokesperson of the Shiv Sena. Tehseen Poonawala, political analyst, is also with us this evening. Asif Bamla, spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, with us this evening. And Sajid K. Supariwala, leader of the Shiv Sena Uddhav Thackeray faction, also with us. I want to start by asking you, Bamla Saab, what was the need to get Mr. Ajit Pawar to switch over from, in fact, the Mahavikas Aghadi to the NDA? You were quite comfortable, isn't it, with Mr. Shinde, or is this a message being sent to Mr. Shinde?
Nothing like that. I mean, we were very comfortable. The double engine Sarkar was running very comfortably. We had the numbers and everything was in order. And in fact, the speed and the level in which the new formulated government was working on all spheres, if you ask me, with the fabulous combination of Devendra ji and Eknath ji. So everything was fine. But you see, the only issue which I was reading, of course, when I came across the press conference of Ajit Pawar ji, that they joined the BJP and Sena, was that because there was an arrangement where all the opposition parties were being tried to be put together against Narendra Modi government. But there was too much of infighting and there would have not been a successful outcome. So, I mean, it is these opposition leaders also who felt that there is no scope. Being in the opposition, how much can you fight against a progressive government? How much can you fight against a result-oriented government, which in a span of a year and a half has delivered all aspects, whether it is the coastal roads development program, whether it's the metro rail development, whether it is all the issues that were in the pipeline from the past
I think 2.5 years. All of us, including you, can agree on one fact.
Let me complete.
Sir, quickly, because I have other guests to go to as well.
So for the past 2.5 years, things that were jolted and held in a pipeline for over the years got such a fast track. So with this third engine, ये 3 इंजन की सरकार मिलकर महाराष्ट्र को एक गतिशाली सरकार देगी। अजीत पवार
जैसे शरद पवार साहब ने कहा कि ये तो जनता तय करेगी कि सरकार ने कितना काम किया, कैसे काम किया।
करेगी ना, जनता ने तो
that is for the people to decide. But Tehseen,
जनता ने पिछले चुनाव में तय किया था,
is this something which was more or less expected, while the opposition, including Mr. Sharad Pawar, are trying to come together on one platform against the Prime Minister, against the BJP's policy? This is a big blow. At least that much we can concede, that for Sharad Pawar and for the opposition unity overall as well in Maharashtra and in the country, this will be seen as an example of their own leaving them when it comes to a fight against Narendra Modi.
It will be seen as a big blow to maybe a lot of media friends in Delhi, and I admit to that. But it's not to somebody like me who comes from Pune, from where the Pawars come, or from Maharashtra, where I understand and Maharashtra is in my blood. Please understand, this flip of Mr. Ajit Pawar is known to me since 2007, 2008. In 2008, you guys will not know, he formed something called the Pune pattern, where Ajit Pawar, while in an alliance, NCP in an alliance with Congress in the center, state and in the city, 3 places, formed an alliance with Shiv Sena and BJP only to keep the Congress out of power of the second richest municipal corporation in Maharashtra, that is Pune. It was called the Pune pattern. I think it is naive to believe Mr. Pawar doesn't realize it. How does Ajit Pawar since 2008 keep backstabbing, comes back, backstabbing, comes back, forgets and again manages to backstab? So first, I honestly believe, as somebody who tracks Maharashtra, and like I said, Maharashtra is in my blood, I've been through this, I don't take this seriously. There are some pertinent questions to ask. Who was the Home Minister when Eknath Shinde ji rebelled with all those MLAs and went from one state to another? Dilip Walse Patil. Are you telling me, Ankit, I have so much respect for you and I know that you cover journalism and you cover ministries very seriously. Can a Home Minister, can the DG Maharashtra not inform the Home Minister that 15 to 16 MLAs are crossing the border? You don't know the movement of 15, 16 MLAs with a convoy? What kind of a Home Minister? Today this man is sworn in. Second thing, when Nana Patole resigned as Speaker in the MBA, earlier erstwhile MBA government, to become Congress President for Maharashtra, we had selected who the President who the Speaker would be. And who was the person who blocked it? Ajit Pawar. Today, my question is, Ajit Pawar's gone there. Why is Jitendra Awad the speaker? Was the leader of opposition? It should go to Nana Patwale, it should go to Congress. So this business, I don't trust NCP one bit. I've been saying this from day one, and these are my tweets, okay? I may support the Congress.
Hold on.
Just one last line. I often tell people, if I contest Pune, I will defeat BJP. The only person who would, hypothetically, if you're still in NCP, be a threat to me is Ajit Pawar and NCP. NCP has always worked against the interest, and this is something that people of Maharashtra know.
Okay. Professor Wagmare, I just very quickly want to come to you. Already there were reports of this friction between the Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister. A newspaper ad goes out, and then, of course, we saw the kind of reports that came in. Does this in any way is a worry for Mr. Shinde? The numbers that Mr. Shinde brings to the government do not matter much. Two Deputy Chief Ministers, Ajit Pawar, Devendra Fadnavis. Does that weaken the Chief Minister's chair?
Definitely not, sir. Surely I wanted to tell you that Honorable Chief Minister Eknath Shinde and DCM Devendra Fadnavis, they are the Jai and Viru of the Maharashtra politics. And when Honorable Ajit Dada has joined us, they will become the Amar Akbar Anthony of the Maharashtra politics. And definitely this will become the Trishul Sarkar in Maharashtra. This is the power of the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Honorable Chief Minister Eknath Shinde and DCM Devendra Fadnavis, that the mass leader like Ajit Dada Pawar has joined the government. And I think this is a historic moment when the leader of opposition has himself joined. And I wanted to tell you कि इतिहास गवाह है, जब जब पुत्र प्रेम या पुत्री प्रेम के मोह में आकर धृतराष्ट्र बनकर निर्णय लिया जाएगा, तो महाभारत होगी. So this is a clear signal to the people who are doing the politics of the nepotism, who hates.
मैम तो अजीत पवार साहब क्या बड़े ग्राउंड वर्क करके नेता बन के आए हैं क्या?
Yeah, definitely. But sir, he has
वो ग्राउंड वर्क करके नेता बन के आए हैं. शरद पवार के भतीजे होने के कारण उनको वो जगह मिली जहां पर वो पहुंचे.
लेकिन उसके बाद उन्होंने बहुत मेहनत किया. एंड आप देख सकते हैं कि सर हाउ ऑनरेबल शरद पवार साहब he wanted to hand over all of the party and all the things to his daughter. So because there is injustice.
Okay.
Honorable Eknath
I don't dispute the fact that Ajit Pawar has, a lot of command as far as the NCP is concerned. But please don't try and project this as a battle against nepotism or a battle against dynasty. Mr. Ajit Pawar also owes allegiance to Mr. Sharad Pawar for the way and the position that he has had in Indian politics as well. But let me very quickly go across, in fact, right now to Sajid Ke Supariwala. Mr. Supariwala, when the Shiv Sena broke, everybody said the biggest gainer has been the NCP. Mr. Sharad Pawar, I remember at that point of time, had said that Uddhav Thackeray was unable to keep his party together. He's facing the same today. It's the NCP and the Shiv Sena, the most weakened as far as the politics of Maharashtra is concerned, sir.
See what happens, I have always been maintaining this, and my Sahib has been maintaining this, that when the going gets tough, the tough get going. And the people who run away are not tough. Whoever has ran away from Shiv Sena aren't tough at all, and they are just having that facade that we are very strong. Right now, if the elections happen tomorrow, if the elections happen, Shiv Sena, Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray is very ready to win the elections. On the ground, we are very so strong. Let people will come and go. These are games that have been going on. It's a murder of democracy happening since a long time. And I see this as we take everything positively. People going or coming doesn't make a difference to us. We are Shiv Sena. The original Shiv Sena, Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray, is of the original Shiv Sena of Balasaheb Thackeray, which is going to definitely again work from the ground if need be, but we will not be easily defeated. We will never be defeated, inshallah.
Sharad Pawar today said people will decide who the real NCP is. I have to slip into a very short break. After the break, Tehseen, Mr. Bamla, I want to come to you. I have two very important questions. One on the Congress, one on the Bharatiya Janata Party. I request all of you to stay on with me. Just stay on. Coming back, this is our top focus here on NDTV. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Fast-paced developments taking place in the politics of Maharashtra. Aditi Tatkare, in fact, the leader of the Shiv Sena Uddhav Thackeray faction, has tweeted, and he has said, without commenting on the dirty situation in today's politics, some important questions. The cabinet was expanded. The engine which had already failed twice, needed one more wheel. Come on. But what did the traitors who are dreaming of ministership get even after 1 year? He's talking about the leaders of the Shiv Sena which have defected with Mr. Eknath Shinde, who are not part of the cabinet so far. Be it Raigad, Nashik, Jalgaon, the traitors who were saying that the local NCP leaders were suffering. What will happen to them, to the same NCP leaders when they get ministerial positions? He also, in fact, has said, a traitor said on TV, if you want to win 145 seats, take them with you, senior said. So if it has been proven that has no utility, Mr. Shinde has no utility, then he ends his tweet. He talks about the Congress and the NCP, that the jibe is the Shiv Sena, in fact, compromised with Hindutva when they went with the Congress and the NCP. What happens today when the NCP is now joining the government under Mr. Ajit Pawar? In the end, he also said that this is the battle, ladies and gentlemen, between selfish versus self-respect. Mr. Bamla, I would like your reaction on it, because you were saying triple engine ki sarkar. Aditi Tatkare says that 2 wheels were not enough. Now you need a third wheel to make sure that at least you can run a government.
You see, 2 wheels were certainly very, very sufficient. If you ask me, the last elections, the mandate of the people was given to the 2 wheels only. That is to the BJP and the Shiv Sena. It is the lust for the chief ministerial post that compelled them to change the ideologies and to shift shop and to go with Congress and the NCP. But now talking about ideologies is, I don't know how much more time should we talk about that, because now the situation is that you have stabbed, as you initiated a stab on the back of the BJP, against whom, with whom you fought the election. So the BJP has again reverted back in the same coin. So I don't understand why this hulala about loyalties and all that optics. I don't see where it is going. It is not us. We were a very well accomplished party with all the numbers in place. But if Ajit Pawar thinks that this government, with him being there, the opposition cannot do much, he'd rather join under the leadership of Narendra Modi ji, with Devendra, Fadnavis and Eknath Shinde. So it's not
Mr. Bamla, it's always, I really like that in politicians when they are so open and upfront about, let's not talk about ideology. We are responding to them in the same language that they responded to us with.
Ajit Pawar is a leader who is recognized, who's a ground level leader who has raised the party, the bar of the party also.
Okay, you've made your point, sir. Let me go across to Tehseen. Tehseen, the Prime Minister a few days back said that the opposition grouping which is coming together is a grouping of corrupt. 3 people on my screens right now, the visuals which are playing, which press conference which took place just a short while back. Mr. Ajit Pawar, Mr. Praful Patil, Mr. Chhagan Bhujbal, all facing ED cases. Now, do they suddenly join the ranks of the uncorrupt, the people, those who are above approach?
Washing powder BJP, washing powder BJP, दूध सी सफेदी BJP से आए, BJP को join करो सारे दाग धुल जाए. Washing powder BJP. You remember that Nirma ad? That is what goes perfectly here. But you know, Ankit, on a serious note, Praful Patel ji, if you believe Praful Patel can do something without taking Sharad Pawar Sahab along, then you have to someday believe Amit Shah ji can backstab Honorable Prime Minister. And that's not going to happen. So this makes my point that Praful Patel sitting there, all of this, I still don't understand why Jitendra award LOP when Congress is single largest party. So this is what's going to happen. BJP knows it's very weak in Maharashtra. The latest, Asif bhai, 1 minute, Asif bhai, 1 second. The latest polls that came out, Sakal, which is the leading newspaper in Maharashtra, it's ironically owned by the Pawars, showed it in its poll that the MVA, that is the MVA with Ajit Pawar, was sweeping Maharashtra. And immediately, because BJP is Maharashtra is a crucial state with 48 Lok Sabha seats for the BJP to get about 270, you have this happening. So this, I'm making a prediction in NDTV, save this. The next move the BJP is going to do is in Bihar, because Bihar and Maharashtra, where 2 big chunks of Lok Sabha MPs come, the BJP is very weak.
40 and 48.
Yes, it's unfortunate that the opposition does not checkmate the Prime Minister.
Very
It's not
quickly,
that there's some
Tehseen, before I go to my other guests, is this Aapada mein Avsar for the Congress party? Now they are the only
Yes.
unbroken party as far as Maharashtra is concerned. We were only, talking about how there is tussle going on in the MVA on seat selection, allocation, XYZ. Now, should this come as an opportunity for the Congress party?
Yeah, because in Vidarbha, Congress is very, very strong.
We
Without
take
any
the lead of
alliance,
opposition.
we should. I spoke to Nana about it. Without any.
But you're not giving it up to the NCP. No, what about that?
No, they shouldn't. No, so leadership shouldn't give it up. I'm going to speak.
How much
That's not the
effective
issue.
your words
But
with
if
Nana
48,
Patil is
out of
not
40,
Okay. Gentlemen.
Sorry.
Out of this
No cross
48,
talking,
I
please.
think
Tehseen is my
Congress can
friend,
get.
so I can take liberties.
Of course, he can take liberties. But out of the 48, Congress can easily get 22 Lok Sabha seats on its own if it fights sincerely and does strategic alliances.
Okay. Very, very important. As I said, Tehseen was also pointing it out. Bamla Saab also knows it that 48 seats of Maharashtra Lok Sabha, that is the key. Whatever is happening is keeping those things in mind. But I very quickly now want to go across and just want to get a reaction from Professor Wagmare. You heard what Aditi Tatkare has said. He very clearly said that, what happens to those who were waiting from your faction to become the ministers in this cabinet expansion. Few of them must be hoping, your MPs, that they will get a chance to become members in the union cabinet once the expansion takes place. Now Mr. Praful Patel will also have to be accommodated. You have been short-changed, ma'am.
Definitely not. First of all, I wanted to tell you that we have not left the Mahavikas Aghadi for the ministership. We have left, means 9 of our ministers have resigned because the ideology of Babasaheb Thackeray is more important for us.
What about the ideology of NCP? You are against the ideology of NCP, no? Professor, you are against the ideology of NCP, no? Now NCP is...
Hold on. No cross-talking, please. Let her complete a point. Let her complete a point, I'll come to you.
I'm expecting the same thing from you, that please do not try to stop my voice. And please tell me that जब आप लोग उनके साथ हाथ मिला के बैठ रहे थे, तब आपकी आइडियोलॉजी कहाँ पे गई थी? And at the same time, I wanted to tell you that
कोई आइडियोलॉजी नहीं है, तो आपने भी अपना आइडियोलॉजी छोड़ दिया है क्या?
क्वेश्चन नहीं किया आइडियोलॉजी को.
He has not worried. ये जो भी कुछ बातें आप लोग करें,
आप लोगों ने क्वेश्चन किया आइडियोलॉजी.
Hold on. Supari wala sahab, hold on.
And we are stick on our ideology, and please, I'm expecting some manners from here, all of you, that why you are always creating some disturbances when I'm talking.
But Professor Wagmare, that's a pertinent question. Let me rephrase that question. You were totally against. You said that NCP ke saath jana was backstabbing the Hindutva ideology. Now the entire NCP, if Mr. Ajit Pawar is correct, is sitting with you in the government. He's your deputy chief minister. So ab kya hua ideology ka?
Isn't Ajit Pawar is a Hindu? He is Hindu, and Ajit Pawar has not supported any caste, and he has not opposed any caste or religion while doing the politics.
उद्धव ठाकरे, शरद पवार और नाना पटोले, वो सब भी हिंदू ही थे, तो वो हिंदुत्व आइडियोलॉजी तो वहां पे भी चल जाती.
Rahul Gandhi is also Hindu.
Yeah, but instead of that,
Okay, but Bamla Saab was right. I think we are giving too much importance to talk about ideology. We have seen how fluid it is in current politics. Mr. Supariwala, but very quickly, the future is at stake. And as I was asking Tehseen, don't you think now, even in the MVA, the Congress becomes the big brother? The role that NCP and Mr. Sharad Pawar had now goes to the Congress party. You are largely relegated to number 3.
See, I'll tell you something. Whether big brothers or brothers, at least being brothers is important. Big or small doesn't matter. We have to save the constitution. We have to save our democracy. And for that, if Uddhav Sahib joins hands with anybody to save the democracy and the constitution, we do not have a problem with that at all.
Okay. Mr. Bamla, very quickly, before I slip into the break, I started asking that question to Tehseen as well. 3 people, those who are sitting, who are the faces today. Mr. Praful Patel, Mr. Ajit Pawar and Mr. Chhagan Bhujbal all are facing enforcement directorate cases. The Prime Minister said that he will vigorously fight against the corrupt. So are these people now off that list of the vigorous corrupt?
You see, as far as these cases are concerned, till the judgments and the rulings are out, now we've been seeing the cases, the Mahanagar Palika, the charges that have been slapped in the COVID cases also. with the government past 2.5 years. We've been seeing every day there are certain different theories coming out within for the scams that have come out in COVID during the COVID times. So as of now, since the matters are all in the court is subsidized, I would not particularly blame even a Sena, because yet I mean we've been hearing. So we have been hearing about Ajit Pawar ji, but he was never arrested. About Praful ji, we've never heard him arrested. Mr. Bhujbal, of course, he's served his term or whatever. So there's nothing like that as such concrete, and I will not even blame the UBT, the Shiv Sena, because of course these all theories that have been coming out.
Right.
COVID घोटाले में इनका हाथ था.
Sir, I'm sorry, Tehseen, I'm really sorry. I'm completely out of time. 10 seconds, Tehseen, I'm completely out of time. I'm really over. Go ahead.
The BJP filed a complaint against Bhujbal why he went to jail in the Maharashtra Southern case. And now the BJP spokesperson says there is no case against him because he went to jail.
No, I didn't say that against him. My dear Tehseen.
You know, I will also put this in the ambit of that fluid ideology that we were talking about. It's horses for courses, and that's what we are seeing in Indian politics. I'm sorry to say that. I have to, gentlemen, and Professor Wagre, thank you so much for joining us at this moment.